Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news now. Ravens Nation, buckle up because the NFL landscape is humming with rumors and potential blockbuster moves. And one of the most talked about involves the Denver Broncos and a very familiar face that could soon be donning purple and black. We're diving into the latest whispers about Patrick Surtain, the Broncos' shutdown cornerback from Alabama, and how he might just become the missing piece in Baltimore's defensive puzzle. This isn't just speculation. It's a strategic play that could redefine the Ravens' postseason outlook and elevate their defense to new heights. Let's start with what's happening in Denver because the Broncos, sitting at 7-7 with a cap space of just about $2.7 million, are in a tricky spot. They're in the middle of a rebuild, and it's clear that their defense needs some serious upgrades, especially in the secondary. Patrick Surtain has been a standout for Denver. In 2025, he's been nothing short of spectacular, playing 11 games with a PFF grade of 90. Two interceptions, and allowing receptions on just 45% of targets. His coverage stats are elite. An EPA per target of -0.25, an average separation of only 1.4 yards, and 26 tackles combined with 20 forced incompletions. His missed tackle rate is just 5.2%, which is phenomenal for a cornerback, and he's been a real shutdown presence on the outside. Surtain's career numbers are impressive. 76 games, 198 tackles, 12 interceptions, and consistent grades over 89 from PFF, showing he's a reliable, lockdown type. But Denver's cap situation complicates things. With a salary hit of $22 million in 2026, they're looking to free up some cap space by trading Surtain, who could command first-round picks in return. The Broncos are also eyeing other moves, focusing on restructuring their offensive line and freeing cap for extensions like Sutton. Trading Surtain could help them clear about $18 million in cap space, but it's not without risk. It exposes their backfield more, especially since their secondary, ranked around 60. For PFF could become more vulnerable. It's a gamble that might make sense if they're looking to accelerate the rebuild and focus on acquiring draft capital, especially if they're contemplating a full rebuild or trying to reset their roster. Now that's where it gets really interesting for Ravens fans. The impact of Surtain in Baltimore could be immense. Currently, the Ravens' secondary, with a PFF grade of around 70. 5 and allowing roughly 230 yards per game through the air after Wiggins' injury, could see a significant upgrade. Adding Surtain alongside Marlon Humphrey, who's been playing at an elite level with a PFF score of 86.7, would be a game-changer. The Ravens need that lockdown corner to contain top-tier WR1s like Jamar Chase, who burned Baltimore for 170 yards in Week 2. Surtain's ability to neutralize the opposition's best receivers, combined with Humphrey's shutdown skills, would make Baltimore's secondary one of the league's toughest. Imagine the possibilities: more aggressive coverage, fewer big plays, and perhaps most importantly, more opportunities for the Ravens' secondary to create turnovers. The addition of Surtain could boost the team's interception rate by around 22%, giving Lamar Jackson even more opportunities to turn defense into offense. With Wiggins sidelined, the Ravens have been missing that extra spark on the outside, and Surtain's presence would instantly elevate their ability to lock down opponents and force more turnovers. This is especially critical considering the AFC North's brutal competition, featuring high-powered offenses led by Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and the resurgence of the Steelers' defense. Speaking of the playoffs and Super Bowl aspirations, the Ravens' odds have shifted noticeably with the possibility of acquiring a player like Surtain. Early Super Bowl odds had Baltimore at plus 4,500, which in the betting world is a long shot, but if this move materializes, those odds could plummet to around plus 2,000 or even better. Surtain as a true X-factor in coverage, especially in the postseason, can neutralize the elite passing attacks. Think about how he could match up against the likes of Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, players who have burned Baltimore in the past. With Surtain locking down one side of the field, Lamar and the offense would have more room to operate, and the team's overall win probability would skyrocket. Now, what about the broader implications? Well, this trade could be the catalyst that pushes the Ravens from a good team to a genuine Super Bowl contender. It's not just about adding a talented corner. It's about a strategic shift, solidifying a defense that, without Wiggins, has been vulnerable but still capable of elite play with the right personnel. Certain, with his youth, talent, and proven production, fits perfectly into Baltimore's mold of building a formidable defense that can carry the team deep into January and beyond. Looking ahead to the postseason, the Ravens will face tough competition. The AFC is loaded, with teams like Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Jacksonville all vying for the title. But Baltimore's defense, with Certain on the outside, could be the difference maker. Imagine a playoff run where Lamar Jackson's offense gets the support it needs from a secondary that's as locked down as it's ever been, paired with a front seven that's relentless against the run and pass. This move could also serve as a statement, showing the league that Baltimore is serious about contending and willing to make bold moves to secure their spot at the top. The strategic fit is undeniable. Certain's ability to play press man, his agility, ball skills, and football IQ make him an ideal candidate to complement Humphrey and the rest of Baltimore's defensive backfield. The Ravens have always prided themselves on a tough, disciplined defense, and adding Certain would be the perfect piece to complete that puzzle. Plus, with the team's cap flexibility, trading for Certain could free up some room for extensions with other key players. They're positioning themselves for sustained success, not just a quick playoff push. And let's not forget the impact on the locker room and the culture. Baltimore's defense has been known for its grit, resilience, and physicality. Bringing in a player like Certain, who exemplifies those qualities and has a championship pedigree from Alabama, would only strengthen that identity. It's about more than just stats. It's about leadership, presence, and raising the standard for everyone in the locker room. Finally, from a historical perspective, this could be one of those defining trades that fans talk about for years. A move that not only bolsters the team's immediate chances, but also sets a tone for the future. Certain's youth and talent mean he could be a cornerstone for Baltimore's secondary for years to come, anchoring a championship-caliber defense and helping the team chase another Super Bowl ring. It's the kind of bold, strategic decision that could elevate the Ravens from a solid playoff team to a legitimate title contender, crowning their defense with a star that opponents will have to game plan around. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So Ravens fans, what do you think? Is Patrick Certain the piece Baltimore needs to take that next step? Do you believe he can be the difference maker in the postseason? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion is what makes this community great. I know we're all dreaming of another Super Bowl run, and if this move happens, it could be the start of something truly special. Keep an eye on the news because, as we all know, the NFL is unpredictable, but one thing is for sure, Baltimore is always in the mix when it counts. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.